distant memories.
That's me, and that was my next sister. She's 13 months older than I am.
Of a childhood.
When was it taken?
Yeah.
I think I'm probably about 71 years ago.
That got complicated.
We were poor, and my father left when I was about 9 years old. And then I had a stepfather came along, ex-military, and we didn't get along too good.
James Anderson tells me by his early teens, he developed a taste for beer.
Nothing I'm proud of.
And stealing cars.
To get from point A to point B, I guess.
He was 14 when he was sent to the Florida School for Boys at Okeechobee.
We were very poor, and I chose stealing.
Michael Anderson, no relation.
I would steal shirts, and that's what inevitably got me.
Can't quite remember if he was 15 or 16 when he went.
I went to Okeechobee for stealing a $3 shirt.
I don't think they really knew what was actually going on at them places.
And Willie Brown began the first of his 2 stays there in 1964. He was 14.
I got out, I was on supervision, probation, I violated, and they sent me back. But I think it was because I got in a fight with a guy. And I had a bad attitude back then, real bad attitude.
So my life just totally changed.
As for James Harcum,
I wanted to go.
he was 15 when he went before a Lee County judge to answer for his theft habit. It was 1967, and in Harcum's telling, he was fed up with his mother's abusive boyfriends.
I didn't want to go back to that house.
Do you remember what it was like arriving at Okeechobee for the first time?
The grounds were well kept. The buildings looked clean.
After you go to school that half a day, in the afternoon, you're assigned to a job, a detail.
It was self-sufficient. We had our own farm, cattle, pigs, chickens, everything. Raised it all.
I got to be the baker, and everybody liked my rolls. My specialty was rolls and pineapple upside down cake.
When you first get there, they seem polite. They go over the rules, tell you what you should do, what not to do.
Breaking those rules often meant you were, in campus jargon, going down.
Down is when you go to a room, a designated room, where they beat you.
I can remember it like it was yesterday.
It's just like a concrete block room, probably 12 by 12, something like that maybe. And in there against the wall it's like an army cot. It's metal, and it's got a little rise on it, maybe 3 or 4 inches, like a crossbar going over it.
And I went in, and I could see a strap.
Yeah, it was about that long with a handle on it.
It was a leather thing about 3.5 inches wide, about 1 inch thick, and it looked like it had a single piece of sheet metal down the middle of it.
So we laid in a prone position. You're going to turn your head to the wall, and you're going to hold on to that rail, and you're not going to let go, and you're not going to scream out. And if you do, we're going to start over.
You know, you turn to your right, and you're holding it like this, right?
First thing you hear is a psst. That's that strap breaking wind coming through the air. And I remember that sound. That sound when leather hits you, leather hits the flesh. Sounds like a gun going off.
It was like a shotgun. Pop, pop, like that. And they would run at you.
They just started one slow one at a time, reaching as high as they could and smacking it down.
That first hit is like a mushroom cloud. It's like a mushroom. It's the only thing is like a nuclear explosion. It was excruciating pain. It went right up into your solar plexus and it just comes right out of your head. It feels like your soul is being beat out of you.
And you're thinking, when is it? Are they going to stop now? Are they going to stop now?
So you're going to get 20 lashes.
I can't understand anybody could survive past 20. I really can't.
I quit counting, I'm going to say 26, 27.
They hit you to the point where it drew blood.
Yeah. They didn't care where they hit you at either. Sometimes that bow hit your head.
So the pain, and then there's pain, and then there's more pain, and then pain on top of that's more pain, and I thought I was going to die.
Your buttocks, your ass cheeks, if I can say that word, turn black as your dress and get real hard like leather.
One huge black bloody bruise. They wouldn't let my mother come and see me until that was healed. God knows that must have taken at least a month.
And each time they did it, I wasn't allowed to have any communication with my family. They wasn't allowed to come see me. And I just got bad up. And that's the time I made up my mind, I don't care what happened, I'm gonna try to escape.
At the Florida School for Boys, escaping was the worst offense of all.
Yeah.
Senses heightened.
You about ready?
Excitement building.
Souk.
Canine Zuko prepares to hunt. His nose hovers low.
Good man. Yes.
His muscles tense. Every breath a calculation.
Come here.
Millions of scent particles instantly sorted. He's tracking something. Something hidden. Something dangerous.
Check. Good man.
Then suddenly, a shift.
Where's that? Show me.
A signal. A paw frozen mid-step. Something's here.
Where?
And Zuko found it.
Good boy.
But this isn't drugs. It's not weapons. It's not explosives.
What else do I have down here over there?
This is a hunt for a silent danger, already lurking inside dozens of homes.
So in a nutshell, the same way you see a police dog searching somebody's car for narcotics is our dog searching your house for mold.
For Sean Gallivan, a combat veteran, this is more than a job.
This is paws on mold.
He spent years in the Marines, where detection dogs meant the difference between life and death, and later trained explosive sniffing dogs for airport and presidential security.
And we did a contract for the president, Obama, and Bill Gates in San Diego.
Easy. Sit.
His canine's ability to trace invisible trails, to separate one dangerous scent from millions of others, inspired him to follow his own nose and launch his dog training company, GI Canine.
So that's where I kind of merged the work ethic of the police dog with the family house.
Check.
Good.
And now Gallivan has found a new mission, protecting families inside their own homes.
Good boy.
Absolutely. This is my life, and I would never have it any other way. I'll probably do an hour worth of work every single day with him.
Gallivan trains his canine sleuths right here at his own home using a method called scent logic.
Good.
Yes, my man.
The same precision that once tracked explosives now targets mold, and here's how.
That's Stachybotrys on plaster.
Sean's business partner, Tim Lyons, is holding Zuko's roadmap. This container carries the mold Zuko is trained to detect. One whiff, and the hunt begins.
Some mold. We don't know the strain, but they found that in the ceiling upstairs.
Zuko then follows the trails undetectable to us, straight to the most hidden, unpredictable corners of a house.
Our dog has alerted behind walls, has alerted to drains, has alerted behind toilets. So you name it, it can be done.
For 5 years, Europe was a vast prison. Yet, nothing equaled the atrocities of Auschwitz.
Preserved in the annals of history.
In 1944, we were all moved to Auschwitz concentration camp.
The symbol of Hitlerite rule, a factory of death.
Michael Bornstein.
I was actually moved to a children's bunk, and most kids didn't survive much longer than 2 weeks before they were gassed to death and burned.
Can see on film the first moments of his life free from Nazi imprisonment.
I was born in Poland, Żarki, Poland. At the time, Żarki was a ghetto occupied by the Nazis.
The infants were known by the numbers on their little hands.
Bornstein was 4 years old when he was liberated from the concentration camp 80 years ago today. His survival a miracle, which he attributes to an illness.
The Nazis were germophobic, so my grandmother was with me. Dora took me to the quote-unquote infirmary, and that's how we were basically saved, because otherwise we'd be on a death march.
Bornstein's father and brother did not survive.
I seem to remember the smell, the foul, disgusting smell that I found out later is the smell of burning bodies. I remember Nazis shouting at me in German. And I remember going out looking at trash cans to find moldy potato skins to eat to survive.
After they were freed, Bornstein and his mother moved to the United States, homeless and penniless. Bornstein worked, went to college, met his wife Judy, embarked on a career in pharmaceuticals, started a family.
I didn't talk about my experience in Auschwitz for at least 70 years. I kept my sleeve down. I hid my tattoo. This doesn't erase, by the way.
Why did you stay silent for so many years?
Well, I was embarrassed. But as I got older, I think I realized that people need to understand what happened, wake up, and minimize the hate and bigotry that's going on around the world.
So that's the tree as part of the International Butterfly Project. It is 26 foot by 26 foot bronze kapok tree.
Lee Routman is the executive director of the Holocaust Learning Experience based in West Palm Beach.
Their goal is to create 1.5 million butterflies to represent the 1.5 million children who were murdered during the Holocaust.
She wants to make sure the stories of the Holocaust and the lessons they carry outlive the dwindling number of people who can tell them.
So the urgency was to capture their stories in a way that was easy and accessible for teachers to use.
Routman started the Holocaust Learning Experience 3 years ago.
Understanding bias and prejudice and the impact of hate and bigotry, and standing up and understanding how propaganda can change societies is a really important lesson.
Capturing survivors' stories on video and developing a curriculum for teachers to bring to the classroom.
All you have to do is share this space.
We have lessons that are being used in social studies and world history, geography, economics, math.
Routman says the learning material is fully compliant with Florida's education standards and benchmarks. It's now taught in 40 school districts across the state, with plans to roll out nationwide.
For the world to hear their stories and for the world to know that this actually happened,
what have they left behind?
Is so important.
And that's why Bornstein traveled back to Auschwitz.
To show what happens when there's so much bigotry and hate.
To mark the 80th anniversary of the day he walked free.
Hate and bigotry has no place in this world.
In honor of the millions who did not.
4 million people lost their lives at Auschwitz. Today, the camp is empty, but it is full of traces of Nazi barbarism.